Are here talking about the new book, LA Sun. This book is a memoir, it's a cookbook. Tell me how you decided to write the book in this way, because it's so different from a typical cookbook or memoir.
Well, my life is not typical, and so I had the vision of like Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, like just one long play album. So I wanted the recipes to be within the afterglow of the chapter, so that when you're still in that state, that suspended state of where the chapter hopefully took you, that when you see the recipe, you can connect to that space.
The book obviously touches on your professional life, but the first 2/3 of the book are really about growing up and your family. Why was that so important to highlight rather than just like, these are the recipes that I'm doing now?
It's my life story, but I always felt that I was also writing for a lot of other immigrant kids, Asian kids, kind of trouble with the parents, trouble with not succeeding, not excelling, you know, in a way not having an identity and not having any real figures to look up to. And also just, not just that, but also documenting our parents and the immigration itself. There was never a place where I could go and like read about that, you know, like relate to someone just like myself. I wanted to write a book in this day and time where I know a lot of other kids would relate to it. You know?
And the book is also a love letter to LA, not just your family as well.
That's true.
Why was it important to kind of highlight? Because I mean, there's so much about LA and the way that you describe LA. I mean, it really sort of brings you into LA. Why was that so important to you?
It was the landscape and the fabric for the whole book. You know, the thing about LA that a lot of people, you know, kind of skip us over for is like, we don't wear a lot of stuff on our chest. We don't like boast about things. Our culture out in Los Angeles is we're real chill. And so a lot of people overlook the fact that there's so many great chefs and so many movements and food movements that started in Los Angeles and California. You know, the organic movement, the open kitchen, the wonderful farm-based cuisine, you know, American cheeses and wines, and you know, so I just really wanted to talk about LA and California food and flavor, you know.
And let's also talk about the recipes in this book, because they range from kimchi to ramen noodle like perfection to, you know, ketchup and rice. I mean, you really run the gamut here, and it's all different types of food. Why was it important to kind of show all of those different types of your personality?
Well, there's two reasons. One, they were reflections of the chapters themselves. So the recipes had to fit into where the chapter took you at that time. So if it was a chapter about my addiction and gambling, I really wanted to take you with the recipes to the casino. The pork fried rice, the pho, you know, the spaghetti, you know, and things, and the hamburger, things like that. But the other side was that this is just my first book, you know, and this book I felt kind of like Origins X-Men, you know, it's not, this book isn't a book about me being a chef. You know, they're not chef recipes. This book is about the food that I grew up with, and then also it's a book that I want others that are growing up right now or living their lives to be able to grab, open, and be like, I can make that.
Well, thank you so much, and the book is LA Sun. You can pick it up now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.